turn this guy on first. That's on. That's on. That's on. Okay. Engine on. Harvester on. Piping. So, and that's the only thing the mod does. As soon as you hit 100%, it just extends the pipe and stops, so you don't destroy the crop. Very useful in one-man mode, especially since I have the baler on follow me on the harvester, so that I can collect the straw as we go, because that's always a pain in the butt to do afterwards. But for a non-straw crop, I might consider putting the grain cart on follow me and then offset to the left and just empty as I go. But yeah, at that point you don't have to worry about overfilling the harvester. The yellow-orange tray. Oh, that's the Dan Gravel. It's in the mod hub. The vast majority of mods I'm using is or are mod hub mods. I believe the vehicle inspector, top left of the screen, that's showing what all of the occupied vehicles are doing. So the vehicle I'm driving plus the workers, and the realistic seeder mod, which requires that I don't use generic seed. I can't switch the seeder between crop types when I'm planting. I have to load the seeder with grass in order to plant grass, with wheat in order to plant wheat. Those are the only two mods that I am using that are not on the mod hub. Everything else is on the mod hub or base game. So this Fendt harvester is the smaller of the two. There are two Fendt harvester mods which are based, I believe, on the Farm Sim 17 versions, and the Farm Sim 17 versions were a Giants release that were based on the two Massey Fergusons in the base game for Farm Sim 17. So this is functionally equivalent to the in-game Massey. Okay, that's getting a little bit narrow for me to get through there. How are we doing? I might need to empty the harvester before we try another cut through though. But this island might be too wide for the header as well. The class tractor that's on the pickup is mod by Smetty, who's kind of heavily into class tractors. He did a whole range for Farm Sim 17 before it was a licensed brand, and he did express a little bit of a disappointment when Giants announced that class was going to be a licensed brand from the Platinum expansion. Because it's sort of, well, that means I can't do class tractors anymore. But he got around that. He thinks, yeah, he's doing sort of mid-90s, or sorry, mid-2010s tractors. But yeah, I know what you mean about grain trailers. They can be a pain to find one that works. This one, the Dan Gravel's 30,000. I think there's another one. Let's put it up. Tibbers. Bright orange trailer. It's not that difficult to miss, except there we go. So there's this one which is 24.9 and this one which is 37. That's with the extensions. I'm not running the extensions, So it's a base 30, that's probably a base 20. I've also got various Roland packs. I think I've got 2 Roland packs loaded. So there's this set, and then there's this set as well, and one of the packs includes manure spreaders and all sorts of fun stuff like that. Captain Zane, good morning, welcome to the stream. You catch us in field 2 of triticale. I need to do another cut through, so I think we're going to do an unload at this point. I have to figure out where the trailer is. There it is. So yeah, this I like this trailer. It's a nice size trailer. It does a rear tip where the back gate hinges from the top. It does a back door where the door's open, and then you've got the grain chutes as well. So grain chutes very useful if you've got a low roof, because that does mean you can still tip even in a low barn or a low sell point. Ugh. I'm really messing this up. It is a bit long, so if you've got a small yard it doesn't work too well, but the 2-wheeler probably does work better. I'm interested now. How big is the 2-wheeler? Back up orange. And that's the 2-wheeler. So 18,000 capacity base, and then with the extensions 19.1, 21.6, and 24.9, and that's way too high for what I use. And then 3-wheel base is 30, 33.6. I could probably stretch to that, and then we're getting way too tall for the sides. Design, you can have a bridge on the front or not. Wheels, Troubled, Michelin, Nokian, Lizard, and that's really all you get. And you can change the colour of the ladder to grey. No, not the ladder. What is turning grey? Oh, that's probably the extenders, yeah. The extender walls. So I do have clearance on the harvester to extend it, maybe twice, but definitely not 3 times. That you're looking at forage harvester levels of unload. But yeah, I'm always looking for trailers that are kind of prototypical. You've got the Baileys for European style farm. Should I finish that sentence? So you've got the Baileys and various others, but we did kind of exceed the capacity of the Bailey, or the comfortable capacity of the Bailey, should I say. With this, I can get 3.5 loads out of the harvester, as opposed to 2 or 1.5, which then involves you running up and down to the farm a lot. And since we're harvesting a long way, we're all the way down the bottom there in 18, and the farm's up at field 9. That's a long way to take time out in order to. I shouldn't be doing the cut through this way. It is what it is. Probably. Probably. Yeah, if you want.
Even though if there's going to be a big crash down there, so the power here. Because what if it's something like that?
Yes, it will. Okay. I completely messed this up. I don't have enough room to turn around. So Fortunately, the JCB is four-wheel steer, so it will be able to follow me. Uh, 3:30 p.m. That's 6 hours ahead of me, so Central European time, I would guess. Yeah, I'm actually based in Michigan, so I stream every Saturday, usually start about 9 o'clock. We did start just before 8 this morning because Mrs. Osa has some plans for this morning which we have to complete before midday. So I'm going to have to cut the stream short, or end the stream earlier than I normally would. There probably won't be much in the way of off-stream farming this week because things. Actually, I could have cut in a lot higher up the field. But that turn was the only one I completely messed up. I think I should be cutting in from the top of the field rather than the bottom, mostly. Yeah, this is very inefficient cut through, I think. Oh, and we have a thunderstorm inbound. Didn't think there was supposed to be thunderstorms today. I didn't see any warnings of them yesterday. But we are due rain until at least Tuesday that I checked on. So the stream will probably not drop unexpectedly because we do have battery backup. I think the battery was fairly recently replaced, so I will still be able to broadcast because the modem and the router and my PC are all plugged into it. However, my steering wheel isn't. So my driving will suddenly get really bad if we do have a power outage. My work PC, which my work has declined to provide a battery backup for, will shut down, so I then won't be able to see what the chat says. For some reason the handbrakes aren't engaging. Okay, so that is... drive forward a little while we do this. We'll overload the hitch. You should put the grain at the back over the axles first. Okay. Fold that in and off we go again. The bale trailer's full, the grain trailer. Oh, now I do miss, there was a vehicle inspector on Farm Sim 17 that actually showed you all of the vehicles where the engine was on. So it would show me how full that grain trailer was while I was unloading in it, even if there is no worker in the grain trailer itself. That functionality not available in 19, or at least in the mod. It was released for 19. And we may have more information available, more programmer APIs in Farm Sim 22. Various people are guessing that will be a thing because in the collector's edition they're giving you a USB beacon. So when your beacons come on, or when you turn your beacons on like that, oops, then the beacon on your desk will turn on as well. So that indicates that there's a handle that programmers can use to identify when beacons come on. Now what use that is I'm not entirely sure, but that kind of gives indication that there may be more stuff that is externally visible that mod makers, mod writers can attach to. So potentially having a feedback that you could start an app on your cell phone and it would read out everything you currently see on the screen. So I could then do something like turn off the screen HUD and just drive in cab and put my cell phone in front of the keyboard or just under the screen and have that being my vehicle readout. Now, there's a lot of cameras on that. Okay, I kind of need to turn that back on so I can see how full it is. But could be kind of fun, more immersive to have, you know, how fast is the vehicle going, how full is the grain bin, because computers these days will tell you how full your grain bin is without you having to look through the back window at the bin. Okay, we are going to empty here, hopefully, because I've just turned the engine off because I want to do another cut in, and I don't think I've got the tank capacity in the harvester to get there. I'll fill the back end. Oh, we still have a little patch there as well. We can do that. Okay, brakes. There we go. Brakes on. So I'm also using some form of enhanced driving mod. I can't remember the exact name of it, which allows me to select drive or reverse. It does actually allow me to do full gear shift, but I don't have the buttons defined for that. So at the moment it's just set up for forward and reverse. And then it means I can, using a steering wheel, just drive, press the accelerator, the vehicle goes forward, press the brake, the vehicle stops, as opposed to the whole, S is go backwards and W is go forwards. And if you're going in the opposite direction, then it acts as a brake and then it turns into an accelerator in that direction. But when you're using a wheel with pedals, it's incredibly unnatural. When new farm sim games come out, I always find it incredibly difficult to play the game at first. Keyboard work is, but the whole gear, drive and reverse thing, also not particularly great. Okay, excuse me. I need to. We're doing 225. I think it was 223. We'll go about 220. There we go. But it also has a handbrake function, so if you hold the brake down long enough, a little red circle on that arrow just at the top of the speedometer bottom right comes on and it doesn't roll. The vehicles won't roll when you stop on a hill. Well, I mean, the thing is, we already have limited API functionality, so that whole vehicle inspector mod that I'm running that shows that I'm driving a harvester at 6 kilometers an hour with 2,164 litres of triticale, and there's helper H in the fast track following me picking up straw. That's already part, handles provided by the program that APIs can, or that apps can take advantage of. But I'm guessing we're getting more for 22, and that's going to be a good thing. But still, what is the time? Real time 9:45. So Mrs. Osa will probably be getting up within the next half hour or so. When she does, we're going to get drowned. Because, oh, am I going to clear that turn? Yes, indeed. Is the JCB? Probably as well. And again, we missed a bit at the top. Oh, Mrs. Osa's up already. This weather. Our appointment isn't for another hour and 15, so we're good for now. And we're nearly done with the harvesting. Not nearly done with the bale collecting, of course. I really should have filled up the collection wagon. Okay. That wasn't a great turn because the baler's going to miss all of that. Oh, stop. My side panel's also getting a little tired. Yeah, we're not going to get much more out of this. So... Let's... Triticale, we have 207. So we're over 300,000. So I think that's what I estimated we'd be, over 300. So not too bad. And I did query whether we'd actually end up with less, just because we haven't been getting great yields. Our fields aren't necessarily great quality. This one is above average by the looks of it. So once this is all done, I don't know. I might leave the harvester out overnight, just in case there's a contract tomorrow game day. And that's full. And that's more than enough to fill this thing. I wonder... Is there less than 5,000 litres of grain still on this field? But yeah, if there's no contracts tomorrow game day, I might put the harvester away. Because we're done with all of the crops that need the draper. Oh, idiot. stop, 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 stop. Handbrake on, yeah. And engine off, back to the harvester. So we have a little under 5,000 litres. Little under, yeah. About 4,800 litres available in our tank. This is, yeah, this should all fit. So if this all fits, then we can take everything back to the yard. And obviously before we completely finish up, I'll get the baler and manually pick up the bits of straw that it missed. We'll take the harvester back loaded and transfer the grain over to the silo when we get back. So yay! And that is field 2. That bit there. All 3 litres of it. And probably go around this side. So those bales look a little bit further apart. And I think there's a little patch in the middle of the field, and we can call this pretty much done. And that wasn't even 1 litre. At least I didn't notice it being 1 litre. Okay. Turn off the worker in the baler, the JCB, while we do this. I think I left that turn too late. Okay, that's right about there. That is one thing I am looking forward to, which I assume will make it across from 17, is the header attach mod that they gave us as part of the Platinum extension or expansion, where all of the class headers will jump to connected to bale trailer or the header trailer. These, it floats, they fall off. I mean, they still fall off the class trailer if you're crazy driving. But that whole attachment thing that the class have, which you can't do a mod for because it was part of an expansion and Giants don't let people do mods that were expansion or provided in an expansion. So for Farm Sim 17 we couldn't get a round baler wrapper combo because that was released as part of the Kun DLC. For Farm Sim 19 they won't let you produce a fast bale mod that came out with the Vicon pack. Similarly with the potato harvest pack, the groomer pack, You can only buy that, you can only do potatoes with it. It would be really nice if it could be modded, and I'm guessing that people will mod that pack for onions, carrots, and all sorts of other things for Farm Sim 22, but you're not allowed to do it for Farm Sim 19 because you have to buy the expansion pack of the DLC in order to get that